I'm not even joking. I wrote this for you guys right now. Kya yaad rakhoge yaar? You know, I'm such a great teacher. I wrote welcome batch of 26, and Carboxyl is the name of my YouTube channel. So those of you who don't know me, you guys can check out my YouTube channel for more fun content. Or you guys can also go on to the same Instagram page by the name Carboxyl or Conceptuals Academy. So you guys can go on to your Instagrams and you guys can check Carboxyl out, and there are a couple of clips of me teaching there. Sir, गाड़ी में presentation बना रहे थे. No, Hamza, this presentation, not this one. I literally just wrote this. Hamza Muhammad Ahmad Shafiq is saying, sir, you are a chartered accountant and you teach chemistry. Yes. And that's kind of shocking for a lot of kids. But let me tell you, once I'm done with this presentation, you'll realize why I teach chemistry and why I'm so good at it. I'm self-proclaimed good at it, but you can ask your seniors who've studied from me. I think a lot of you guys are here because of word of mouth. We don't do much marketing and whatnot. So we have a lot of students who are here just because their seniors have put in a good word, or their seniors have studied from us, their brothers have studied from us, sister, cousins. What's your story behind the idea of teaching chemistry? I'll tell you that, Haysam, in a while, in a minute. Wait, let me attend this call. Somebody's calling me. Hello? Walaikum salam. खैरियत है सो खबर कोई जी 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 sorry, let me continue the recording. Sorry, you know, you'll have to deal with clients no matter what. So yes, I am a chartered accountant by profession. I'll give you a beautiful presentation about who I am. Wait, this is the presentation that I've been using for the past 3 years now. So I'll continue with this, and the changes, I'll incorporate those changes for you. Is there anybody who does not speak Urdu at all, so that I only speak in English? Because I'll switch from time to time, but is there anybody who does not speak Urdu at all? Hey Masti Khan, what's up? You've got a nice name. What's up? Sir, have you read all the books? I've read most of them. This is the library in the back. So I remember you, Masti Khan. A lot of the students here are here because their seniors have studied from me probably, or their brothers or sisters or whatnot. So hopefully you'll enjoy your time with me. Do you want me to show you the presentation, or do you want to just appreciate the fact that I wrote this for you for a moment? Do you guys want to appreciate the fact that I wrote this for you? But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your summers went well. I hope that you guys enjoyed your summers after your Pakistan Studies, Islamiyat, Urdu papers. And I hope your papers went well, and fingers crossed for your results. Hopefully you guys are going to ace them, you know, Pak Studies, Islamiyat, Urdu, piece of cake. It is in fact a piece of cake. But hopefully you guys are going to ace them. Don't worry about it. You guys will ace them. But yeah, that's kind of that. I'll start by introducing myself through the presentation that we've been using for the past couple of years. And then I will also get a chance to know each and every one of you. Because I like to have a personal connection with all the students who study from. And the summer classes are the most important classes, because the beauty about the summer class is that there are around 30 to 50 students, right, in the summer batch. So the beauty is that you guys get a more personalized, you know, access to me, or you get more personalized attention, rather than sitting for the May-June session when probably, who knows, I may not even conduct the May-June session this time. You know, the session that starts after your half years, after the December papers. I may not be able to conduct this because by profession, you guys know that I'm a chartered accountant. So I have a lot of work on my plate. So this probably will probably there's a high chance that this is the only session for October for O-level and IGCSE that I'll be conducting, right? So I'll give you guys a quick presentation, and then I'll also cater to your questions regarding the October-November session as well as the May-June 2026 session. This session is mostly for the May-June 2026 students. Those students will be appearing in May-June 2026, but obviously the students who will be appearing in October-November 2025, we have a hybrid session for them. Miss Naiba will, you know, shed more light on it, and I'll also talk about that at the end. Okay, so let's start with a presentation. You guys want to see the presentation? Can I have a yes in the chat box, or a Gucci in the chat box? Yes, everybody's like stoked to study chemistry now, because they're like, oh my god, finally we get a chance to actually realize what chemistry is and actually study chemistry for the sake of knowledge, not just for the sake of rote learning it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Anas is here. Anas is one of my previous batch students. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anas saying, sir, I love you. Sir, I want to study chem again. Oh nahi. Anas, no. Please. Thank you. I don't want to teach you again. Bas ho gaya. Khatam. Finish. Khalas. But let's start off with this beautiful presentation. Anybody who's only, English speaking, anybody who does not understand Urdu at all, so I don't switch in between. I only speak in English. Acha, please also note that the classes are going to be conducted in English mostly, and I switch, from English to Urdu from time to time just when I'm joking around and messing around. But it's going to be in English because you guys are going to be appearing for the Cambridge exams in English, right? So a lot of students who have problem with English, I'll obviously slow my pace. Don't worry about that. But come on, guys, you'll have to appear for the papers in English. So please don't request for me to teach in Urdu. I will, switch in between from time to time, but then again, come on. It's like, I can't switch, So, sir, should I share the video, the song in the group? No. This session is for October. I'll come back to the October-November students too, Kashif. Don't worry about it. Let me just get the presentation over so that you guys get to know who I am and what I've done. And then I'll also, cater to the October-November students. Okay, sounds good? Chalo ji, let's start. So, let's just play this beauty. So, obviously, my name is Mohammad Sulaimaan Khan. I'm looking down at the presentation. So, my name is obviously Mohammad Sulaimaan Khan. I'm one of the founders of Conceptuals Academy, the academy through which you guys are registered, or you guys will be registering, hopefully, And I've been teaching for the past 6.5 years. I was very young when I came into the field of teaching. And the reason why I started teaching was because I hated how teachers, made students rote learn chemistry. I used to be kicked out of classrooms. I literally used to be kicked out of classroom. I got suspended. It's a shocker. A lot of students, when they hear about my suspension, they're like, oh, so you've gotten suspended. Oh my God, that's a crime. But in fact, I've mostly gotten suspended because of asking a lot of questions. And in my classes, I love the students who ask a lot of questions. I love questions. So if you come at me with a lot of questions, I will love you with all my heart and I will entertain all your questions. Because my philosophy has always been, to entertain questions. It's always been, okay, if you don't ask why in science, you can't be a good scientist. If you don't ask why something happens, if you're not curious about something, you can't be good in science, because science is all about reasoning. It's all about logic. It's all about asking the why. A famous scientist once said that, I'd rather have questions, and keep this in mind. I will keep on repeating all of these, gyan throughout the session. So we're not studying today. I'm just introducing myself, and I'll also get to know you guys. So a famous scientist once said that I'd rather have questions that don't have answers than answers that can't be questioned, And that is the unfortunate reality of Pakistani schools and a lot of schools abroad. Like, I have a lot of students from Dubai, like the British say, Dubai. I have a lot of students from Saudi. I've taught students from India and a lot of other places. But one thing I see is that teachers don't encourage curiosity. I don't know why that is, but like, course mein nahi hai, bas rehne do. No, even if it's not in course, there's a way to deal with questions. And that's the unfortunate reality. So my philosophy has always been, teaching chemistry is my passion, it's my hobby. I don't need to teach chemistry because by profession, I am a chartered accountant. I work at PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world, and it's number 1 in the world when it comes to assurance, which is my department. Sir, off the topic, but you look 17. Yes, I get that a lot. Natalia, I get that a lot. Some students say that I am actually a student of Sarabas and Sarbasit, so then I don't tend to show my face. I get scared of showing my face because students think that I am their age. I'm not your age, please. I'm way old. अब क्या करूँ? Allah Taala ने ऐसे खूबसूरत बनाया हुआ है, जवान बनाया हुआ है, क्या करूँ? But I got A stars in my O levels. I had, I think, 8 A stars and 2 A's. I got A stars in my A levels. I graduated from Aitson College back in the day. and my manager is calling, so let me just quickly pick this phone. I'm sorry guys, I just need to quickly pick this up. Ji Wasim bhai the great. Khair de khairiyat di ji, hukam. Kor kiya ma ji, hukam. Charta ji. बस का यो 15 मिनट राका जी दरबशम ब्रेड शेफ दिया है तबाद के बस दरबशम जी तासु बात लोकेशन रो के दगा दे दरागम ठीक शो जी बस डन बस दरागम रोटाई ल जी दरागम जी दरागम ओके स्लैब देख ले यार क्या करना पड़ता है आई एम हियर सैक्रिफाइसिंग फ्री फूड बट सर एज रिवील आई एम 42. So now you guys know what my age is. But I work at Price, so I don't need to do this. I have multi-million rupees, not dollars, but I have multi-million rupees businesses in Pakistan as well as abroad in the UK and inshallah be in Turkey as well. So I'm well established. You know, my family background is also alhamdulillah very nice and very nice. I mean that I don't need to do this. Just saying. So I do this as a hobby, but my main aim has always been to inspire students, and it is to empower students. It is to tell you guys that you guys can do it. You know, it's a piece of cake. I swear to God, O-level IGCSE is a piece of cake, and I will make sure to when I'm teaching you guys O-level IGCSE, you guys will realize that it's a piece of cake. You know, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So don't worry about O-level IGCSE. I've also been a part of, you know, this is a very old presentation, but I've also been a part of the Pakistan National Chemistry Team. I'm a proud alumni of the Pakistan National Chemistry Team. I also worked at Precision Medicine Lab in the National Forensics Lab. You know, I work with narcotics. I think you might have heard about the Netflix series called, what was it called? Breaking Bad. So, you know, the things that Walter White does there, I've actually done it in real life. I've worked with methamphetamine, which is your ice, not your ice, but, you know, your chemicals that are involved in all of these drugs. So I've worked in the narcotics lab, the National Narcotics Lab. I started very young, like I've said. I was in my O-levels when I was teaching O-levels as well as AS level, A-levels. And then I stopped teaching A-levels because of a lot of work-related reservations. But my mom made me promise her that I will always empower you guys and I'll always continue to teach O-level IGCSE. And hopefully this year around, I'll also start with AS level. Hopefully, because a lot of kids who personally know my family, they've approached my mother to tell her that, you know, I should start AS level chemistry, and now she is forcing me to start it. So hopefully, you know, we'll work towards it. 9 of my students have secured distinctions. I haven't gotten a world distinction, but they're all regional distinctions. And we have a lot of U2's A-star success stories. And I don't tend to advertise these things because a lot of teachers, they lie about it. Blatant lies. You know, they say, oh, Ajmal has learned what Ajmal has said about me, learned what Amjad has said about me. And they're blatant lies, to be very honest. But I've gotten students who had previously scored a D or a U, and then they came to me and we converted that, alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah Ta'ala Almighty, into A's and A stars. So that's the beauty when somebody teaches with all their heart, with all their might, and without any financial interest. मजे की बात आपको बताता चलूँ कि whatever I earn from this, because alhamdulillah, like I've said before, my family background is good. I've gotten a lot of other businesses from which I earn a lot more. So whatever I earn from this teaching thing, 90 to 95% goes to charity. So I don't like to advertise it, but the reason why I say it is because a lot of students, they ask me, you know, sir, why do you charge so much and whatnot? Well, because my time is valuable. To be very honest, I value my time. If you guys are going to study from me, it is valuable. But we do not let anybody go, go to another place just because of financial problems. So if you're actually facing a financial issue or a financial crunch, always talk to Miss Naiba about it, and she will cater to you, because our academy is designed in such a way to help each and every student. As long as we understand that they're interested, they want to learn, they want to excel, but they can't financially afford it, then we always cater to them. तो मेरी philosophy बड़ी simple है, और आपकी दुआएं चाहिए. इंशाल्लाह 1 जुलाई से start करेंगे. the teaching philosophy is written here. You ask why, you learn. Okay. And there's also one more thing that I go by, that I always discuss with my students, that grade is just a byproduct. You guys are now in O3. Most of you are in O3, and hopefully all of you are in O3, because I tend to only teach O3 students, the ones who will be appearing in either October, November, or May, June 2026. So my main goal is to make sure that when we are done with this session, you not only get your grade is just a byproduct. Almost all of you guys, if you take the live classes, or even if you don't take the live classes, you take the recordings afterwards, for whatever reason you've missed the live class but you took the recordings afterwards, you will get an A star. I promise you this, as long as you are taking all the things that are being taught by me, you're taking all the recordings or all the classes, you're not jumping from one class to another. I promise you, if you don't get it, I will give you money back guarantee. ये मेरी promise है आपके साथ, ठीक है? You just have to take all the classes and do all the work, right, that I assign to you guys. But that is only a byproduct. The main goal that I have with teaching you guys is that I want to make sure that each and every one of you becomes a person who creates a positive impact in the society. I want to make sure that each and every one of you is a person of interest. I want to make sure that each and every one of you is either an entrepreneur or a scientist or a good human being who is contributing positively to the society. Remember, my main motto has always been to work on your character, to work on your personality. There are a lot of teachers. I was talking to a student of mine, who studied from me, and he had gotten a distinction. So I was talking to him the other day. He was saying, "Sir, मैं बच्चे लाऊंगा ये वो." We were just hanging out or गपशप लगाती. He was talking to me about business ideas, and I told him one thing, कि यार देखो, a lot of teachers, what they're doing nowadays is they're using the name of religion nowadays to attract students. You will see teachers who are telling students that if you study from me, your deen will also be right, your dunya will be also. That's all rubbish. To be very frank with you guys, don't fall for these traps. Do not fall for, and please tell your parents not to fall for these things, because the teacher's main goal is not to make you religiously, a pure person. That's your job, and whatever your religion is, that's your job, and that's connected with your Lord, whatever that is, right? My job is to make sure you are a good human being, is to work on your character. I will not, work on personal things like religion and this and that. No. That's something that's up to you, your family, and everything. Then that's all. But I will make sure to make you a good human being after you're done with this session, and I promise you're going to get your grade as well. So a lot of teachers, I won't name them, they have big beards and they cut their mustaches just to attract students and tell them that, oh, I am Hafiz and I am this and I am that. And you believe me, I kid you not, that they will be fraudulent in their business deals. They'll be fraudulent with students. They are going to take advance money from students, and then if the students want refund, they don't want to continue, they're not going to give them refund. So these are all the things that I want to work on. It's not that I teach you how to pray, or I teach you how to do how to do your ablution and whatnot. So please realize these things. And now you guys are growing up. This is the age where you now start working towards building an empire, be it an entrepreneurial empire. And I promise you, I will work with you, whatever. I have 4 to 5 students who have their own successful businesses now. Some of them have their own bakery shops in Lahore. Some of them are head of IT companies now, and they're young kids, and that's what brings me happiness. That's what actually brings me happiness, that my students are learning about financial literacy. And yes, I will start from the most basic. So if you don't know anything, A, B, C, D, E, if you don't even know what a proton and an electron is, don't worry. These 4 to 5 months are going to get you covered for everything, and I am vouching, I'm giving you a guarantee, money back guarantee. If I don't cover everything, money back guarantee, right? So that's the thing. That's the beauty about studying from a person who's actually passionate about teaching, rather than just grabbing your money, and milking parents of their money, whatever. 3 years, the school takes money, then you have to go for tuitions. It's just pathetic, that how students are put at a disadvantage. So, Anas Singh, why do you always start your new batch in Peshawar? Because I am posted here on a client, so I am currently conducted a review. तो client पे हूँ मैं आजकल, इसलिए I have come back to Peshawar. Sir, are you talking about beep? I won't mention the name, kiddo. I won't mention the name. Okay, moving on. I also have to go for food now, so I have to quickly wrap this up. Yeah. Acha. One more thing, guys. For the October-November students, please realize that you can contact Miss Naiba. For you guys, it's a hybrid session. So a hybrid session is like, once you pay for the portal, you will get, and this is what I recommend. The ones will be appearing in October-November 2025. Please just purchase the portal and start taking recordings. And the beauty is that once you purchase the portal, you can sit, you will be added to the group, and you can sit in any of these live classes. Whatever you want, you can ask questions in the group, you can sit for any live class. But my recommendation is take the recording. It's just 80 to 85 hours, and that's gonna cover everything. And you'll have enough time to cover your past papers as well. And it also has topic-wise past papers. So my recommendation to you guys is just to purchase the portal, and you'll be added to the group, the previous session portal. You'll be added to the group, you can ask anything, any question, you can join any class whatsoever, right? But if you go with this session alone, then the problem is that, if you don't go towards the portal, the problem is that once we are towards the end of this session, you'll be neck to neck with your exams. That's the biggest problem. So I want you guys to have, there are going to be demos till the 7th of July. Yes, so today is not a demo class, it's just an introduction. And tomorrow we're going to conduct a demo class. So my recommendation to the October-November students is to purchase the portal, and it's a hybrid session. No teacher in the market is doing this. No teacher in the market is giving the portal as well as letting students sit in the live classes. But I'm doing that. We're doing that because that's our philosophy. That's our teaching philosophy. We wanna facilitate you as much as possible through whatever means. So classroom expectations. We are going to have full syllabus coverage. Like I said, if you don't know ABC about chemistry, don't worry about it. I'll have you covered. You guys can check out, my channel on Instagram. There are a couple of edits that my students have made for me. It's kind of cute and it's also wholesome. When I saw those edits, I was like, Pagle rulayega kya? So, it's cute edits that they made for me, and that's on my Instagram by the name Carboxyl, Carboxyl. You could check that out. That's fun. And we're gonna have topic-wise past paper practice. Fun fact, I cover almost, I cover a lot of topic-wise papers. Like, once you start doing the, I can't even, it's just, at this point, it sounds too good to be true. It sounds too good to be true, but once you actually start taking the lessons, you realize why we stand out, and why, a lot of the students are sitting for my summer. I was talking to Math Lead by Saad one day and asked him, sir, आपकी क्लास में कितने बच्चे हैं? तो उन्होंने कहा मेरी क्लास में मतलब ओ लेवल में 30-35 बच्चे बैठे। मैंने कहा सर मेरी क्लास में तो 95 बैठे हुए हैं. And to be very honest, we don't market. It's all word of mouth. It's all word. We barely spend anything on marketing. It's all word of mouth. And this is what I also tell my students, that if you find a good teacher, spread the word as much as possible. And to be very honest, I also want to become famous. That's one goal. I want to become famous around students because that's how I'll bring about change. I want to reach as many students as possible, because that's how I'll bring about change. That's how I will empower the new generation. मतलब बहुत सारे बच्चे मेरे से पढ़ के गए हैं, and alhamdulillah, I can proudly say that I've created, small businesses in Pakistan. I've empowered. So I also have financial literacy because, like I'm a chartered accountant by profession. So I'll help you with your businesses. I promise I'll help you. I won't charge anything for that, because your relationship with me is, a relationship of a friend rather than a teacher. Students, we are more of friends. I joke around, so you guys don't have to mind my jokes, and you guys are now older. So I hope that when I joke around, you guys don't go complaining to your parents. Sometimes I say Dettol, Pilo, things like that. But that's just jokes, Sometimes I say Chat se chalang maro. Sometimes I say I say random stuff, shenanigans. But hopefully you guys don't go complaining. Because complain करेंगे आप तो वो complain मुझे ही करेंगी, तो फिर मैं, मेरी ही academy है तो मुझे ही complain आएगी वापस, right? So we'll have classes from Monday to Thursday. We'll have classes. Haitham, it's the same. You can contact Miss Naiba. There are a couple of options for the previous portal too. It's the same as this year. Yeah. Acha. We'll have classes from Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. WhatsApp group, I'm always available. रात के 3 बजे भी हो, because by profession, हमारा profession ही ऐसे है कि we are awake till 3 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. in the morning, we are working. So my WhatsApp is always on. You guys can call me whenever you need me, whenever you need my help, be it chemistry related or be it personal life related. I'm always there for you to give you guidance, to help you and whatnot, right? So मैं हमेशा के अपने students के साथ ही होता हूँ. मैं सिर्फ ये नहीं है मैं पैसे लूँगा और चुप करके बैठ जाऊँगा, right? That's not that. We'll have class from Monday to Thursday, but please note that I may conduct classes on Fridays as well. That's a may. Fridays just when I feel like I need classes. Mostly Friday classes are practice classes, mostly. But I may, throughout the session, it's a history that whenever I say Monday to Thursday, I've taken a lot of Friday classes as well. So it's mostly recordings available for 48 hours. That's not true. Recordings are going to be available till the end of the course now. Beautiful. Till the end of this entire session, you will have all the recordings available to you guys on the portal. So previously it was 48 hours, but I said that this presentation is old. So, now the recordings and the notes and everything of the live classes are going. So in case you miss a live class, you can take the recordings later on as well. I only have one condition. I don't give homeworks. I do everything in class. I just say whatever I do in class, just replicate that, in your homes. That's all. Just replicate it once on your own and that's it. That's all I require. No more homework. हाँ किसी ने distinction करनी है तो फिर उसके लिए और extra work है, लेकिन वैसे कोई homework करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, right? अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग गाइस, कि मैं क्या कह रहा था यार, आई फॉरगॉट. हाँ, रिकॉर्डिंग्स जो है पहले 48 आवर्स के लिए होती थी, बट नाउ दे आर गोना बी अवेलेबल थ्रू आउट द एंटायर सेशन. टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ दिस सेशन, जब सेशन बिल्कुल ख़त्म होगा तब रिकॉर्डिंग्स जाएंगी. तब तक आपके पास फुल फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. हाँ, मैं ये कह रहा था कि प्लीज़ डू नॉट सिट इन अ लाइव क्लास इफ़ you've missed the previous class. This is my only condition, because chemistry is a story. And in order to understand a story, you can't sit in one class and then miss another and then sit another. So please, if for whatever reason you've missed the classes, I always say first cover the recordings, then sit in the live class. So if you've missed class number 4, don't sit in class number 5 if you've not gone over class number 4. That's the only request that I make, because then you'll not be able to understand the continuity of the story. So it's a story. I always make sure it's a story. It says book in publishing. The topical booklet has already been published. So, I said that this is old. So the topical booklet has already been published, and you guys will be provided access to that booklet. You guys will be able to, solve questions from it. It's an 1800 pages booklet. So, sir, since I am Afiki, would you recommend I take, sir, since I am appearing in October, would you recommend I watch the recordings and take the classes both? No, Arush, I would recommend just taking the recordings, and whenever you feel like you want to discuss something with me, you could just give me a call, or you could discuss it in the group chat, or if you feel like you're not understanding a topic from the recordings, you could take the live class for that topic. But Arush, my recordings are so beautifully curated, it's literally the live class recordings. So you'll get every single thing. You'll understand each and every concept. You won't even need my help with it, right? But if you do, we're always here for you. And the live classes are also available. So don't do extra work, just do smart work. Take the recordings and just start working. Sir, what do you recommend? Should we sit in the class? Kashif, same answer. The same answer with Arush. So I just recommend telling your friends about me. That's all I recommend. I don't beg for it, but if you guys feel, hopefully you'll get a taste of chemistry in the next few days. So if you guys enjoy the way I teach and you guys actually start understanding chemistry, the only request I have is to spread the word of knowledge, to help as many students as possible. मैंने तो आपको पहले बता दिया, मेरी जेब में नहीं जाते ये पैसे, ज़्यादातर चले जाते हैं, औरों के साथ बांटते हैं. मैं ये नहीं बताता, लेकिन वही बात है कि students start asking, sir, you are one of the most premium teachers in the market, why do you charge so much? So that's the thing. खैर आगे जाएं. These are the essentials for the classroom. You need a periodic table, you need a calculator, a scientific calculator, Casio calculator. You need to have Zoom downloaded with you. If not, and once the classes commence properly, once a separate group has been made, you guys will be allowed to use the mic as well, and you guys will be allowed to send messages in the chat. The only reasons we've disabled the chat in the first 7 classes because some trolls, they also enter the classroom, so we don't want fazul ki disturbance. But you need a periodic table, the O-level IGCSE periodic table. You could get that downloaded from the syllabus, IGCSE, right? And I'll be teaching the 2026 syllabus, and there's not much change from the 2026 syllabus and the 2025 syllabus, but the only changes that there are, we are gonna discuss that, but I'll also teach you the changes as well as the past, because once students start doing topic wise past, they're like, oh sir, iska kya matlab hai, uska kya matlab hai, and they don't realize that it's no longer in the syllabus. But that's why I've also developed this ideology that I teach everything to you guys, right? Be it in 2025 or 2020, but when I teach you extra information, I always say that this is no longer a part of the course. So just keep your ears, keep yourself awake when I say these things, that this is not a part of your course, so that's not a part of your, that's new in your course and whatnot. All lectures connected, be up to date. That means, just take the previous recordings before you sit in the next class, and you'll fall in love with chemistry. Trust me, you will. For me, students say, sir, why are you so good in chemistry? Guys, to be very honest, I'm not even joking. Allah Ta'ala ka fazlo karam hai, but I was God gifted when it came to chemistry, always. A grade 8 student understood A-level chemistry, and when I used to look at the books for chemistry, I used to, once I used to just look at the book, things used to just sit in my brain automatically. I don't know how it came about. I don't know kaise hota tha, kyun hota tha, but it just used to happen. So I was naturally good at chemistry. I wasn't naturally good at my field, but alhamdulillah, मैंने अपने पेपर जो है फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में किए when it came to my profession, चार्ट अकाउंटेंसी का, और अल्लाह का फजलो करम है. So hard work is all I could say. It's not that मेरे तो हिसाब ही अलग था. I used to when I got an A star in A-level physics, I only studied for 7 days, the last 7 days. I never recommend that. I always say Sir Abbas से advice ले, मुझे follow ना करें, don't follow me, because I am a person, and in those 7 days I think I hardly slept. I slept for 3 to 4 hours every day in those 7 days, and I ended up with an A star. So I will teach you everything when it comes to these papers and how to get A star and whatnot. But like I've said before, it's always about inspiring you guys. It's always about helping you guys achieve greatness. And then communication. Let me just erase this gandbala. So communication, how can you communicate with me? WhatsApp group will be available. This group that you have already, this will be converted into a discussion forum, which will mostly be active towards the near your papers. But the other the other discussion, the other group that's going to be created after students start registering, a separate group will be created for you guys. And in that, it's always 24/7 Q&A in WhatsApp group, DM for personal advice. YouTube is @Carboxylchem. You can email me if you need my help and whatnot. My email is mentioned here. You guys can contact me. This is my number. And if you want to register, this is Miss Naiba's number. Previously it was Miss Noor. Now it's Miss Naiba. So this is the coordinator's number. You guys can register with them whenever you want. Sir, I think you have the most distinction in shortest amount of time. I don't know, Ahmad. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I don't know. But hopefully. Lekin khair, like I was saying, guys, inshallah we are going to have a roller coaster ride together, and you guys will enjoy the session. And at the end, you guys will be crying, so will I, because I always miss my students. No matter if they are now in universities, some of my students are university graduates even. So when I was in grade 8, I was teaching AS level chemistry. So it was a fun gap between me and I was 8th mein tidda sa tha. I used to teach people. So they're also now, some of them are in Brown, some of them are in Harvard, some of them are also working in big firms in the US, the UK. So I'm always here for you guys, yaar. Inshallah, mulk ko acha banana hai. And these are the founders. It's me when I was, young like you guys, working in precision medicine lab, all the scientific person. This is Sir Abbas. He caters to physics. That's Sir Basit. All three of us started Conceptuals Academy together 3 years from now. Or Sir Basit teaches math. Sir Abbas teaches physics. I teach chem. And that's pretty much that. You guys can start registering from today, but don't register now. You guys, this is what I'd say, unless you've studied from me in the next couple of days. If you are 100% confident that you want to study from me, then I'd recommend registering from today. But take your time with it. Don't worry. Take your time with it. Enjoy the classes. Enjoy the first 7 demo classes. And I hope you guys enjoy those classes as much as I enjoy teaching those classes. And we will start with the basics. Yaad rakhega, the first couple of lectures that I always teach are not related to your course. It's just related to chemistry in general. Where did chemistry come from? It started off with your atom. Where did atoms come from? It started off 13.8 billion years ago, where the first atoms were created, something known as Big Bang. Some of you may have seen that season as well, watched that season, Big Bang Theory. It's based on something that happened 13.8 billion years ago when your atoms were created, and how humans are basically stardust and whatnot. So all of that beauty, what are galaxies, what are stars, and a lot of that is a part of your physics, but I tend to teach it in chemistry just to develop your interest and just to teach you how small we are, how tiny we are when compared to the universe as a whole. So the first few classes are something that no teacher is going to teach you, because firstly, most of them don't know these things, and secondly, they just want to the rokda, money, dollar. That's what it is. But I'm sorry for keeping this class very short. The classes are going to be from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. inshallah. Fridays, maybe. I also conduct classes on Saturdays and Sundays at times. So sorry for that. Because I'm getting a lot. And one more thing, guys. I may not be able to conduct the O-level IGCSE session in December. In December, we have around 100 students. Last December, last session, we had almost 96, 97 students. But the thing is, I may not be able to conduct that session. So take as much advantage as possible from the summer classes, because my day-to-day reservations are getting more and more with multiple businesses and, with job and with so many things. So this may be the only session that I teach for O-level IGCSE chemistry, and then AS level I'll probably teach from August or September. I've been delaying that, but that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will ask you guys individually. You guys can start off by messaging me personally if you've attended this session and you want to introduce yourself. You guys can, and let me know, give me feedback of if you enjoyed this class or not. It's not actually a class, it's just a meet and greet session between you and I, but you guys can please just DM me your details, which school you are from, which city you are from, and your name, so I can save it, and how you came to know about me. These couple of things: your name, which school you're from, which city you're from, and how you came to know about me. So I can save your contact, because today my manager just called and I have to quickly rush because they're gonna eat food without me. So so I'll quickly rush. I love you all. On WhatsApp, please, on WhatsApp, just contact me here, 0333 569 4666. That's my WhatsApp number. And I love you all. Hopefully I'll get to know you guys better in the live classes, and keep on spreading the word. Make sure that anybody and everybody in your vicinity, just send them the link of the classes, and just tell them to take the first 7 classes. That's it. That's all I want. And again, I told you, मेरा इसमें कोई वो नहीं है interest. हाँ, मेरा एक interest है. I just have one interest. I want to be famous. That's all. And the reason for being famous is to create a positive impact as much as possible, to empower students as much as possible. So I love you all. Safi Singh said, please, छोड़ दें, don't go. No, I have to go, Safi. It's compulsory now. Huh? तो सर देयर स्ट्रीक्स आर अभी ओके चलो देखते हैं कि किधर अभी जाना है हमने. चलो guys, I love you all, and if you guys have any questions regarding the October-November session or the May-June 26 session, it's going to be a 4 to 5 month session, either 4 or 5. I'm not going to drag it a lot. The only reason I've said 4 to 5 is because I may take a lot of days off. So that's the only reason. Otherwise 4 महीनों में खड़का देंगे. बाकी teachers की तरह 8 महीने, there are teachers who started teaching O-level course for 8 months, 9 months just to milk you even more. Just because they're offering a little cheaper price, but they are extending the duration of the course. मतलब क्या यार, मुल्क में क्या ही बताऊँ आपको कि क्या चल रहा है. लेकिन खैर, I love you all. See you guys, and this will be uploaded onto YouTube as well. Don't worry. Love you guys. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Allah Hafiz. Bye.